Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to make handbags using old t-shirts. If you're interested, please stay tuned.
Okay, so the materials you'll need for this project include old t-shirts, scissors, a ruler, a pencil or a pen, yarn, and crochet needles. If you need anything else, I'll let you know about that. Now we're going to start creating our cardboard loom. The loom determines how big or small our bag will be. I'm going to take the ruler and measure in 1/2 inch across the top and the bottom of the cardboard. Make sure the marks that you make at the top and the bottom are lined up correctly. And now I'm going to take my scissors and make a notch in each mark that I made on the top and the bottom. Now I'm going to take my yarn and wrap it around my loom. Cut off more yarn than you think you'll need so you won't have to keep adding yarn like I did. So now what I'm doing is I'm going to make a knot at the end of the string so it'll be sturdy. And then I'm going to start wrapping it all around the cardboard. The knot at the end should also be tied at the top of the cardboard. And now I'm going to take the t-shirt and fold it in half, and then I'm going to cut right underneath the armpit straight across. And now you're going to take what's left of the t-shirt and fold the bottom not to meet the top but about 1 inch away from the top. And now I'm going to take my scissors and start to make inch-thick strips all across the t-shirt. Don't cut past where that space is at the top. So stop right before that space. At this point, your t-shirt should look like this. Okay, so I'm going to be demonstrating how to do a continuous strand with a different t-shirt. So you get the end of the t-shirt and you cut one of the sides off, just like I did right here. Then you're going to find the end of the strand and just cut straight across. Just keep cutting straight across, and then you find the other end, and you're just going to keep cutting straight across. Now I want to show you guys how to stretch your t-shirt strand so it'll be easier to weave on your cardboard loom. And now I'm going to wrap the t-shirt into a ball. I first started off by wrapping around my hand, and then I proceed to wrap it in a ball. And there you go, there's my ball. And these are the other colors I'll be using. So I've started weaving on my loom, going under and over repeatedly. Once you get to the end of one side, if you left off under, then on the other side of the cardboard you start with the over. As you guys can see, I have woven a lot on my cardboard loom. Now I will show you guys how to attach two strands together by simply tying a knot. And there you have it. And you can always tuck the ends in so they won't be exposed. And now I'm just going to keep weaving until I get about 2 to 3 inches away from the top. When you're weaving, you're supposed to have the opposite of the previous row. If you're over under on row 1, then you're supposed to have over under on row 2. But if this doesn't happen for some reason, you can always do 2 unders or 2 overs in a row and then start the under over pattern again to get back on track. Now I'm going to show you guys another way to tie 2 strands together. You take the strand that is already on the loom and fold it down and cut a slit into it. Then take the other strand and pull it through the hole several times and then pull it tight so it is tight and secure. And there you have it. Now I have finished weaving my bag. I'm simply going to wrap the piece that's sticking out around the thread and then tuck it in. You can opt to sew it down later on if you would like. Now I'm going to start the process of cutting the bag away from the cardboard. Cutting 2 pieces of thread at a time and then tying it in a double knot, and I'm going to do that on both sides of the cardboard. I had 1 thread from each side left over, so I just tied those 2 together. And now it should look like this. Now I'm going to start pulling the bag from the cardboard. That's why it's important to tie the knots before doing this part. Now it's time to use your crochet needles. Get your crochet needle and go through the different layers, and when you get to the top, pull the thread down until it's not visible anymore. We're going to do this process to all of the threads sticking out. Now I'm going to quickly show you guys how to create a flap on your bag. You weave your loom about halfway, and then you start to weave only on one side of the cardboard. It will turn out just like this. And here's the finished version that was cut off the loom. Now I'm going back to my original bag so I can put a strap on it. You'll need a needle and thread for this part. You can make your strap any way you would like, but what I'm going to do is first tie a knot. In this knot I have 3 strands of the blue t-shirt and I'm going to braid it. Now I have completed the strap for my bag. I used a braided strand and 2 single strands. And then I tied a knot at each end. And then I'm going to take my needle and thread and sew down my straps on the inside of my bag. And there you have it. We have a completed bag.